looking deep down the left side. Mendeville into the end zone. Touchdown!
Down the sideline, still Foley to the house.
And the players streaming from the sideline to celebrate with 17 seconds left.
Welcome into BVarsity Live, everybody. I'm Zach Ewing. That's Trevor Horn over there, bragging about his throwing arm.
Hey, hi, Nikki. Hey, what? I could still throw at 37, so what?
Can you put your cord, behind your back?
No.
Look a little professional over there, please. This is BVarsity Live. We're in the TVC Media Studios. John Farron's running the board for us. There you go. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Trevor and professionalism don't mix. So.
No, I actually have my shirt tucked in today. Usually I would stick it up into the shirt. Yeah, tucked in. Well,
You've lost that much weight, huh?
As we mentioned a few times, mentioned it a few times, Nick, didn't we, a couple of weeks ago, that the All-Star Bowl is coming up tomorrow night.
It is.
May the 13th at 7 o'clock at Rabobank Arena. The U.S. Army All-Star Bowl, featuring, among others, these two gentlemen right here. Brandon Stout, who played for Centennial, but you are attending North High right now with this guy, Robert Ramos. You played linebacker for North and did a whale of a job, I might add. They are going to be representing their respective squads, the Gold Squad and the Black Squad, tomorrow night. And we've already kind of stirred the pot there, a little animosity going for that. It's kind of a weird deal, as we mentioned a couple of weeks ago. It's a draft. The coaches draft players, so guys from the same school end up on different teams, as is the case here. So that's kind of cool. When we talked a couple of weeks ago with a few players and with you, Nick, practices hadn't started yet, at least not official ones. Gerald Perucci, I guess, snuck one in. And that didn't make Dennis Manning very happy. Yeah, we'll get that. We'll get to that. But now that we have practice, let's talk a little bit about what we expect tomorrow night, Brandon. The arena game is completely different. It's almost a different sport. What have you learned in a couple of weeks of practicing for this game?
It's a lot faster, definitely. You know, it's a lot different. You got to be aware of what's going on. You know, like I moved to center, and when you get the snap, everything's boom. It's happening right now, and the plays don't last long. And then, especially on defense, you got 2 seconds maybe, and then boom, the ball's gone. So you got to be quick for sure.
Yeah, and if you get to the quarterback, that will change the game in this game. In fact, I think it's changed the last 2 or 3 Arena Bowls. And that's where you come in, Robert. I assume you're going to be rushing the pass for a little bit, probably going to have to do some coverage. What's it like as a defensive guy?
It's fast. You got like 7 yards towards there's rules. So I got 3 D line, and then there's 2 backers. There's only one that can blitz. That's me. And I'm gonna give the quarterback pressure.
How many tackles did you have at North last year?
I say 102.
I was going to say like 737 or something.
Well, it
like
was
that.
junior year that you had 146.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah.
But you're a tackling machine, in other words, so you're used to that sort of thing. The contact, hitting the wall, that sort of thing. You may not have to deal with that too much, but do you like that part of it, Robert?
Oh, it's fun. I mean, I'm being fan. Like fans is like popcorn and everything.
Yeah.
It's gonna be fun.
I need a hint now. Your best don't give it away, but your best touchdown celebration as the black team tomorrow night. Can you give us a hint? Gold team.
It's gonna be exciting. That's all I'm gonna say.
See tomorrow.
Well, I'll tell you the most awkward
Those are
one
the
that I
best
saw
parts.
the other day.
You posted video of it.
I did.
It.
Row your boat.
Oh yeah.
What was that, Robert?
It was a distraction. You'll see tomorrow.
That was a decoy. It was a cover.
Yeah, we saw Trevor and
Yeah.
we had the decoy.
I thought maybe it was a tribute to Brandon Ansalaba here, the Centennial grad who almost made the Olympics in rowing. I thought maybe that's where we were going with that.
Thanks, Robert. Appreciate it.
No problem.
Are you going to play center at the next level, Brandon?
No, I don't think so. But I mean, you
So
never really.
so this
know
is
for
sort of
sure.
like the Born Identity. You need to learn this in 2 weeks, and then you need to forget everything you've learned.
Yep, exactly. I've never played center before, but I like it. It's fun.
Well, that's good. Now, this is sort of your last hurrah as high school football players. How much does that mean to you, Robert?
It's emotional. I mean, I get to play with my against my teammate Joe Rogers, and first time in like 6 years we're gonna go against each other. It's emotional. I mean, I thought it was gonna be my last football game at North, but then I got drafted. So, I mean, I'm gonna make tomorrow like my last game.
Yeah. Are you playing in college?
Yeah, Fresno City.
You are going to go to Fresno City. That's cool. But obviously, high school football's got a little bit of a different vibe. And
Yeah.
this is the last time you get to suit it up as a high school player. One of my favorite parts, Trevor, and I'm not going to be there tomorrow, but you will.
Yes.
Is the sort of spotlighted entrance and everybody's got something else to do, a different way to introduce themselves. Has that been practiced for you guys?
A little bit this morning.
It's been thought about, but me myself, I'm not the best dancer, so I'm still kind of thinking about what I'm gonna do.
See, the worst
I'm a little
dancers
nervous.
make for the best intros, man. You got
Yeah.
to leave it all out there.
You guys might be a little young for this. Remember Mark Madsen during the Lakers celebration after they won title number 3 with Shaq and Kobe. He might have been the worst dancer in the world, but it might be the funniest thing. So just enjoy it.
It makes you feel a little bit better.
Yeah, absolutely. I have to say, I mean, looking at these rosters, they look pretty even. The coaches have both coached in this game before. How has the coaching been, guys? Brandon, start with you. Did these? Wait a minute. Manning is your coach, correct? Dennis Manning is the black team's coach. I almost got it mixed up. Does he seem comfortable with the arena game? I mean, with calling plays and with telling you formations and different rules and things like that?
Yeah, absolutely. Practice has gone smooth since the first day. Everything's been really good. They relay the information to us well. It's just everything's boom, boom, boom. It's quick, and I feel pretty good about it.
Who on your team will best translate to the arena game that you can see having a big All-Star Bowl tomorrow night?
It might be a little biased, but I think Caesar's gonna have a real good game.
Okay, Cesar De Leon, the Centennial quarterback, who will start at quarterback for the black team. How about you, Robert? Same question. How has practice going with Gerald Perucci as your coach? I know he's done it before, so he should know all those
He's
arena
confident
wrinkles.
about it. Like, he knows what he's talking about. He knows what it's like. Everything, boom, boom, boom. We got to practice really early. We know what we're doing. He knows how to describe it and everything, and all the other coaches know what they're talking about too.
And best player on your team who maybe not an obvious guy like a number 1 pick or anything, but who you think is really going to show up tomorrow night?
I think it's gonna be Kier from BHS.
Pierre Gragg.
Yep,
I
that was
like that.
mine. No,
Yeah.
actually, that's what I was going to say, too, because I was watching him the other day. The dude's got hands. For a quarterback, the dude's got hands. And so
So he's going to play defense.
He's going to play defense. He's going to play wide receiver.
He's going to play both. Okay.
Yeah, because Hector Lopez is your
His
quarterback?
quarterback,
Yeah, from Miramonte is your quarterback. So it'll be really interesting to see what Kier can do out there, because I was watching him. I was like, okay, let's have some fun with this. And then obviously on the other side, you guys have Josh Boyd. So I think you got some really good hands at the wide receiver position.
It's interesting you bring up Hector Lopez because he was a starter at Miramonte for 3 years. So you played against him. You watched film on him. How much different is it seeing him as a teammate?
He's really, really good. We have good protection, and he knows how to get the ball point A to point B. He's really good, and he can go to next level if he wants to.
And for you, I mean, Caesar, obviously you saw him as a teammate both times, but obviously you weren't thinking about this during the Centennial season. But now, I mean, you think about it, he's kind of tailor-made for the arena game too, isn't he?
Yeah. He's got a cannon. He makes really good decisions. He's a good leader. He knows how to operate the offense, and I'm pretty confident in him.
Trevor, I'm going to put you on the spot, man. We do predictions during the season. You saw both teams practice yesterday, right?
Yeah.
Who's black team, gold team, man? Give me a score.
Don't look at me, Robert.
Come on, Trevor.
Black team, 48-42.
48-42. Mark it down. Trevor likes the black team. Robert is filing that away. He's just filing it away for motivation.
All right, so
And whichever team wins, particularly if it's the gold team, I think you should have to lead the cheer at the end of the game. Well, you're not gonna have time.
I'm not going to.
This thing's a deadline killer, by the way. Yeah. Let's go 6:30 with fewer commercial breaks next year.
Absolutely.
Nick. Let's do it. Nick, give us a little lowdown. Do we have that graphic from a couple of weeks ago, John? Do we still have that? There it is. And again, these are $12 tickets, right?
$10 for the tickets, $2
Yeah.
for admin, so $12 to get in. That's if you buy it at the Rabobank Arena.
So that's tomorrow night. You can show up beginning at 4 o'clock. That they have a little pregame deal the U.S. Army is doing outside the arena. There's raffles, and you can bring things in.
Yeah, there's going to be all kinds of activities going on. They're going to have some Army soldiers out there in uniform, different things going on. It's supposed to be, I believe, a bounce house and just some other things, football toss and some other things that are going on. Starting at 4, the doors will open at 5:30. Players will start taking practice in the afternoon as well once they're taped up and get ready to go. And then, of course, 6:30 is when the action actually starts. We'll do introductions right after that, and we'll have ceremonial things that have to go on. We have a lot of people from the U.S. Army coming in for this game.
The Army's doing an induction ceremony as well
They do
before
an
the game. That's
induction,
always
yeah,
cool.
which is at halftime.
Oh, halftime.
Yeah, it's at halftime, but
Whoa,
it's quite.
You guys are actually doing a swearing in?
Yes.
They,
Oh, that's
Every
awesome.
year they do, yeah.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah, it's really, really a good thing, and it's very emotional. The whole
Oh, dude, I
pregame-
can. it's been 18 years, and I could still tell you everything about that moment when I did it.
Yeah, yeah.
Every moment when I swore in.
The pregame is really it's exceptionally fun and very emotional. I think just electric because we're going to have Harleys there, and I forget the name of the group, but they're basically veterans that come in with their motorcycles right in. The cheerleaders will be on the back of the motorcycle, come in, introduce the players. After that, then we bring in a huge flag that's almost the size of the football field, held by the Army soldiers and some cadets and such. And a number of presentations are made right before the game. And then, of course, the coin toss and the start of the kickoff. So it's very electric and just a whole lot of fun. We're hoping for a huge turnout this year. We always get a good response, but we'd like to do even better. There's plenty of room for people to get really good seats, and so we're hoping everybody can make it out.
I have a question. The one thing you said, that's all great, Nick. You said a bounce house. Is that for high school kids?
You know, I don't know.
That sounds like a terrible idea if it's for high school kids. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah,
No, I want to get Kobe Wright, Jared Snyder, Carlo Baumet, and let's get
Brandon.
Bubba, Varela, and Max Garrison.
Well, Stephanie Varell probably calling me or texting me in about 2 minutes because maybe I said bounce house and shouldn't have. I honestly don't remember.
Oh, there's Nick.
So many things going on right now. It's hard to remember exactly what is involved. And, of course, my activity mainly involves around the game.
you, buddy.
Yeah,
Game and game day. So.
Nick,
You know what
full disclosure, Nick told us about 3 different sets of players who were coming in today before we settled on Robert and Brandon. So
Yeah.
You guys had like the changing face thing going on. We weren't sure who you were.
You know what I was just thinking about with these two? They both play for Chad Brown.
Yes.
They did. They did both play for Chad Brown.
Who, by the way, played high school ball in Taft.
Yeah.
And just because I'm from Taft doesn't mean anything.
You know, the funny thing is we're starting to get, and Chad may be still slightly too old, but we're starting to get to the era of when high school coaches are young enough to have played in the then Arena Bowl at the time.
Yeah.
Well, and I
Chad
also lost
and,
a field
Brett
goal
Shelton are
kicking
probably still slightly
contest
too old.
on Wednesday to another Taft guy, Jared Prosser. How did I lose? Oh, wait, I can't kick.
And he's
That's
got a bad leg.
Yeah, but he can still kick.
Yeah.
He beat out me and Manning. So
Good.
We should have filmed this whole thing. It would have been high comedy.
There's Bandy's got video of it. I know he does. So it's out there.
Well, final thoughts, guys, because we got to take a break. But Brandon, for you, it's your last high school football game. What are you thinking now? We're about a little more than 24 hours away from this game. What's the experience going to be like?
I think it's going to be electrifying, having all my best friends out in the stands and my family and everybody. Just want to, have a really good game and leave it all on the field and not have any regrets in my last game.
Grandpa's going to be there, right?
Of course.
Right on.
Robert, have you seen the Arena Bowl in the past? Have you been to watch it? So what are your thoughts headed into tomorrow?
It's going to be hype. It was 2 years ago, I think. Again, I watched Jared Dorton, and that's what made me, I want to be in this game. It's hyped. I see everybody, doing celebrations. People in the stands are going crazy. They're happy about it. And it's for Bakersfield. I mean, you can't get this anywhere else.
You got to put out, right?
Yep.
You got to show up. So you're headed to Fresno City next year, Brandon. What's in the plans? BC next year for you. So,
and Olympic weightlifting in 6 years, evidently, or 8 years. It looks like.
They don't. Yeah, there's a great weightlifting video. We should make that thing go viral from Brandon. Hey, Brandon Stout, Robert Ramos, we appreciate you guys joining us. Arena Bowl, All-Star Bowl, 7 o'clock tomorrow night. Nick, you'll be back. We got a couple of cheerleaders coming in next, right?
We do, yeah.
Right after the break, we will be back on BVarsity Live.